Greetings, Southern Cameroonians. My button so yeah, maybe so. I think that's the way it has to be. I salute. I become more again for go do some one things. If I know put kind things in, so I know if he can life. Yeah. If I know put kind things in like this, I know if he can life. I want just check if everything again they're okay. Please, when I feel comment so that I know if you not get me. If I don't put kind things in like this, I know if he can life. I want just check if everything again they're okay. Okay, they balance. They're okay now. Happy Mike Congo Kedu. Me, I don't tell them for this revolution, say, me, I never get plenty people the way they view me, but I don't know why they fear. I don't know why they fear my voice. Yeah, I don't tell them, say, they fit do all things, but when it comes to the people's way, AMBAZONIA go be ruled the people's way. Thank you very much, Mama Princess. When it comes to the people's way, they no fit ever block my way and the way of the people of Southern Cameroon. If una look all the dramas the way that they unfold now, most of una don't know why the drama they unfold. The wizard and the vultures, you know, the eagles flies very high, they prey they always dinner for ground, and they see the prey. That's what the Frenchman did. When I don't see the war where the Arabs, they don't declare over the French. When I don't see the war, the French they get for repent. They get to repent. The French has to repent. The evil the French has caused to the world. The French is one of the most highest terrorists in the world. I don't go hide and for talk. The evil France don't do for the world is so terrible. They have to repent. They get to repent. They have to tell them. They have to repent. So all the attacks where they attack, you cannot silence the voice of a man. You cannot silence the voice of a people. The people want victory. And the one thing about Southern Cameroonians, I see especially we, I be observed the other day for online, I hear about survey. I wonder who they partake to the survey, but the conclusion of the survey sweet me. I still be happy, say, even those the way they partake, they still tell them, say, independence. But Southern Cameroonians, they must know this. All one must know this. We don't reach for place where they call it last fight. Last fight. And it is not about, as I told you last time, the education of some particular people give them the power for them to negotiate the destiny of a suffering man. Remember, most people who have not gone through suffering, they don't know what those who suffer go through. If man will never ever push truck for market, he no go ever understand what the truck pusher he suffer. If man will never ever drive taxi, he go take only if we go through the experience for know what the taxi man suffer. If man will never work with court the lawyer under sun, when sun don't be for 12 at the midday where you no get taxi, you no get moto for go save a client, you no go know what it takes to become a lawyer. Now, before people negotiate, it's not about their capability for them to have a mastery in a cram language or for them to have a mastery in certain things. It's not about the fact that you studied minerals or have doctorate in whatever minerals you study or geology gives you the capability to negotiate for the people. When they call negotiation and dialogue, it takes people who understand the suffering of that people to negotiate. Now, I've been observing Facebook and the drama unfolding these days in regards to Southern Cameroon's revolution. And I've been a little bit perplexed. When I say I've been a little bit perplexed is because for the fact that some people think that because of their educational background, thank you very much, Divine Boat. That's the cash app. We are still raising money for our brothers and our sisters, our children who died in Kumba. Before I even go to giving you the sermon, which I have to give you today as an activist, yeah, even though I'm being fought everywhere, before I'm giving you my sermon, which I prepared for you today in regards to this revolution as an activist, let me appreciate some honorable members of Watana Wata. You know, Watana Wata is that group where we, the youths of Southern Cameroon, have stood outstanding from all these corrupted, infiltrated other youths. Yeah, if you know you're not an infiltrated youth, then you must call the spade a spade. You must not differentiate. If you know you are not an infiltrated youth, you cannot call it a spade, then you can sing just like how the Southern Cameroonian artists are doing, like what they were parading today in Yaoundé. That will not change nothing. That will not change nothing. It will not change nothing. You look, sometimes we know BI is involved, but I've told you there are more people more than BI involved in that. But I've said it's because you who walk in fear, you live like a dead man. If you're unable to call a black snake that moves at night a black snake and you call it a green snake, that means you have a problem with your eyes. Happy new month, Mama Florence. If you're unable to call a black snake you see at night to become a green snake, then you are confused. He who cannot give the dog a real name and call the dog a rat is either insane or needs to see a psychologist. Because you must call the name of a disease according to that disease before you can give a treatment to it. If you cannot call the name of a disease with the name, then you cannot give a treatment. That's why you see, even our nurses, when I be there, you go here, they go call some papa gonorrhea, mami kwashoko. All those names, we don't even know how to treat our patients. And how do you have the capability of thinking? How will somebody come to a hospital and want treatment and you call the person papa gonorrhea, mama syphilis, papa kwashoko? If you don't know the name to the sickness, how do you want to treat it? How can you be going and you are demonstrating you want Anglophone crisis when the person sitting on top of the master game? Or don't you know your president and all those so-called Republic agents, we are already separated a long time ago. They are all initiated. You think that Bia will stand and negotiate with you? No. Bia receive orders. If you follow, that's why I said most of you, you don't have the capability of thinking. You have lost it all. Most of you don't have, because if you are a true Southern Cameroonian patriot, if you go through the links, all the videos of Bia, you realize that Bia said they have been struggling to integrate. When they say integrate, you understand that it is a philosophy. It is an ideology which has been derived from a particular people to implant. It's like a virus. You know, when you are, that's why I said the first thing we will teach our people is to understand that there are two things in life that determines their future. One, psychology. Two, philosophy, as I always tell you. If you heard the Bia speech at the peace whatever in Paris, you as a Southern Cameroonian, you will not go to the street to demonstrate. You will pick up a gun and give to your brother in the bush and say, defend for me. It's not him. Are you not seeing what the Arabs are doing? Are you not seeing? The Arabs, they think that the French have done blasphemy to their religion. They are banning their goods. They're not wasting time. They are banning their goods. Did they tell you that they will go and march to tell the emirate, to tell the imam, to tell the... Look, copy and don't be a dormant. All of you so-called musicians, don't be acting like a coward. You go changing the name of the story. You call a dog to become a rat or to become a pig. You think... Look, the Arabs, just learn. Every day you learn from the society. Southern Cameroonians, why are we so mumu? We use the statement, mumu, why are we so mumu? I was supposed to say, why are you so stupid? But let me use the pidgin word, mumu. Some of you are mumu. Look around. You don't fight French for 4 years. The people know, the people of the Arabs, they already know that they cannot talk to nobody. They have to take their own personal action. In life, what determines your success is how you can take personal actions. I'm telling you, in life, what determines, please, if you're joining, share. Let the audience be. I want the audience to be. I want everybody to come in. In life, if you don't know Southern Cameroons, what determines your success? You know, they had killed us before we started demonstrating. When I said they had killed us, someone asked, what do Prince J Carr mean? Killing you, you can still be alive, but you're a dead man walking. Have you never heard about the story of a dead man walking? Killing you, you can be alive. You eat, you drink, but you're a dead man. You know, I sat with one of my friend which had studied all this their big book, and when I sat down to talk to him, I asked him, what do you think is the worst slavery mankind has ever experienced? And the friend was like telling me, Prince, human slavery. Do you know what our fathers went through? Do you know our fathers were bundled into ships, put the marks on their body? Some died on the sea, they threw them into the sea. Human slavery is the worst thing we've ever gone through. I said, no. I said, that's why you need to also create an African study. If you create an African study, then you will know that economic slavery is more worse than human slavery. Human slavery was just used to brainwash you psychologically to see it as a bad thing. Yes, it is bad, but economic slavery, it treats an African. The African people live like dead man walking. Do you know what is dead man walking? Some of you, when you see the pictures online, you are even confused. You start feeling pity of your own self. How can the richest continent in Africa turn out to become those who lack food? It's up here. How, somebody asks, what's happening to General No Pity? Don't bother. Everything with General No Pity is okay. He's doing fine. The LGA will handle everything they have to handle. General No Pity is doing good. You know, that's why I've said it. We all for diaspora. I might talk this one for Pigeon, why the audience to be. We all for diaspora. When it concerns we are brother for ground zero, the experience, the way they see, it makes some of them way. Sometimes they don't feel hold themselves. Yeah. It don't be a very terrible past days for Goketunja. La Republic, as I don't tell now, why we were there for diaspora when I struggle for do things, La Republic, the struggle for neutralize our boys. La Republic don't start to use rocket launchers for we are brother than for Bush. They don't use rocket launchers. Now why that I don't tell when I say why it be all this coalition, lesion, may we learn for Arabs. There's one power in this world, your economic, what you have. That the main thing that we see me they talk for the now. You see of recent why you see me even come up. Look all this nonsense where they happen. Say coalition for dialogue. Saudi Cameroonians, unfortunately, I'm not leading. But the strategy of President Sako, it's the best. And it just needs to be upgraded. The guns. You see the Arabs, they don't use, France use face for Prophet Muhammad, their prophet. They can do poku poku. They not talk say they want dialogue. Before they want talk say dialogue. The first thing na economy. And the thing that I tell when I say, we, Africa, they don't hold we for slavery. Because human slavery, it be better because you know so you be slave, they did use small chop. You did chop na under table. But economic slavery na the worst. You see as the plane they can down so can carry all the minerals. Pap, it go back. Your own people they did for house, they don't get nothing for chop. They take some few people, the 200 people, the ministers and the others, they take and their family, they give them best treats. Then the 100% of the other people, they die. Look, when I tell this best way the talk say don't go school, I tell them the worst slavery is what we are facing now. We are forefathers did not experience that. We are forefathers did not want to travel can Europe. We are forefathers did not want to leave their children. But we now, if you propose for person, say, may come America or Europe, the man go forget about him, mommy, forget about the brother and everything, travel. Human slavery, people be the run from people where they sell slaves. They be like to do live their culture. They not be think about whether picture or anything or white man, American and New York or this. Look, in those days, according to history, we are papa them. They not be even one thing for enter some site, live there. They be there, okay. You would ask and say, wait, they enjoy. They were just enjoying their natural village life. But today, we claim say we get everything. But we get nothing. We do like a dead man walking. We work like dead people. Dead people. Because how you go fit make petrol for inside Southern Cameroon, but petrol be very expensive. How you go fit study for University of Boya or for Bamenda, you know if you get a job, you get for final for say your papa a plot for travel county site. Those are the philosophies the way if you as a youth, you know if you reason. Then it makes you, that's why I see friend, you ask yourself, say, Prince J Carr doesn't have many people watching. They attack me outside. Even for inside my own people themselves, you know, be now we don't stop. You shall say everywhere because they know this is the truth. They know if 1,000 people has to listen to this truth from Southern Cameroon, it's going to be different. But people still listen on YouTube. Eh? People still listening on YouTube. So first of all, before we walk up front, before we want to go, may I appreciate these people, them way they don't do some good job. For we, my mama Kimi, even though and last time you become an OD, you watch my show, you still made my heart great. Yeah, you send $100, Mama Kimi. I don't know what to tell you, but that's the spirit of Watana Wata. You are one of the strongest patriots for women them where they ever not get food or ever get for Watana Wata. Yeah, we talked last time with the race money, so may I appreciate those the way they send where no day. Mama Honorine, my Amber female general. She's a nurse in America, but she's a bulldozer when it comes to our humanitarian activities. $100, de Mama Kimi. I saw it. $100. $100, Mama Kimi. $100. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my one and only Amber woman. I know una plenty. They did plenty. I appreciate you. You get Ruben. Ruben, I appreciate you for the widow's mite. He sent $5. Ruben, $5. For people the way I know be there where they pay. $5, Ruben. $5. And then before I continue, I will continue back some more time. Mama Jessica, I be sent $20 where I know they $20. 20. Even upon the attacks for Facebook, I be still proud of when I say when they come for back and watch my show when I see send. Now we don't get close to 1,000. We don't already get close to 1,000. I go read the money after the show how much we'd already raise. So we'd already get close to 1,000. Now, I go back to which I be the talk. When you call, say, we could do coalition for dialogue, no fi solve nothing. They already get him act. Now, when you repost the different, for post for, like, say, we Southern Cameroonians, we be divided. Now, La République, the only stand is see as a way where it benefit them. Now, if you look why, for example, no pity the vex. No pity the vex because after the 1st of October and this massacre for Kumba, La République they use now rocket launchers for village. With plane, they shoot them. Now what I see no pity the vex. They ask yourself, say for how many years when I don't let hear na grammar. People that they work for make as ABC don't be AMBAZONIA they watch ABC. Any man didn't for make television. But no man never be able for all the leader. Now the same thing in that. They be talk about President Sako. He don't try save the beginning and get stick, but we still need more for do. I be don't tell now for the revolution say so long as those buildings, the colonial buildings, still stand, that means you're still under bondage. The TVs here is like the Southern Cameroonians, some of them they want compete. That's why you see I ask, what is it the people's way? Is it the people's way? Because if you look them, that the syndrome of La République where somebody is going to study philosophy and want to come and be and come and help fight. It's like their education mentality is really disturbing them. We have reached in the face of war. You have seen in the ground the boys, their sticks have changed. They don't more use the local crier, they use now good criers. We have reached seen the stage of the war has upgraded. La République is bent. They know they don't have no time anymore. With the Kumba massacre, they are bent to make sure they black out, if they can black out one village. Remember, I've told you why you see they attack my Facebook. I don't do like the others. But why you see they attack me is because I've always told you, I tell you the truth. Yes, they will always come for me. But I've told them they will never silence my voice. Because voices are the voice of spirits. You see why this phase we are now in the war will be one of the most deadliest phase on ever. The deadliest phase. The deadliest phase. And they blocked my Facebook because they did not want me to post anything about the Kumba massacre or to comment. But thank God this one is open and I can talk. This phase we are, it's what we call the phase of real men. Real men. We need things that can strike for 1 kilometer. Because France already knows that soon the world will give up France. Yeah, because what you see happening in Yaoundé, it is not that the La Republic government or whoever cannot come and talk with you. No, it's business interest. Have you seen what has been happening in Congo? If you see what has been happening in Congo, then it should have, those are things that I say, some of you, I don't know if you reason. Yeah, you reason, because that's the same thing which La Republic killed a girl in Moyuka, and most of you ranted and it died off. La Republic killed the children in Gabu. Most of you ranted, make noise on social media, no action, nothing, and it died off. La Republic has done again in Kumba. All of you are still doing the thing, it will die off. Let me tell you, the only day you rise up to know is the day you know that to defeat any person is to defeat the interest of the person. If you want to destroy any person for victory, is to destroy the interest of the person. Those are mothers that can demonstrate. It is good. We all can talk here. The boys have weapons now. It's good. But there is one thing. So long as those offices, you see all these ones which are making noise here, that coalition and coming up with their big certificates, giving people title as doctors, that's not what we need now. That's not what we need. We don't want to know about their doctors. And I tell them straight. For how many years you have been moving, begging people? But look what the Arabs are doing. Look, very good. Thank you, Dango Fred Archer. Look, I've told you all the youths. You know why most of you youths are confused? Is because some of them too, they don't hold them for oath. They don't fit talk freely. Now, why do most of the youth they be confused? Thank God for the few them for Watana Wata. This platform, they don't struggle all way for destroy me. They are struggling all way. If there is a way they have struggled spiritually, they cannot. Physically, they cannot. Now they are going to the internet to make sure that they limit. But I ask them, even if I make just a voice note or a video like this, I post, people will still take it and put it on YouTube. So why struggling to block my voice? Even if I make just a voice note, in a video, record a video, and I put out, like I used to do before, people will still put on YouTube. So why attack me? Why come after me? Because you think that I can never be the same way like others. I cannot. Now, this is the truth. This is the truth. The county and LGA are the best structures that have ever existed in this revolution. The counties and LGA, they are the best. And now, the one thing which La Republique thinks is, or the French people think is, they feel like I'm on the other kind of people who want to come up to show, be popular. No, I'm already popular. If it's about popularity, I've been in the revolution for 4 years. There's nobody that doesn't know Prince J Carr. I don't need to come up for a show and have 1,000 views again before I know I'm popular. I've told you, if I stand today, we say we are raising money, we will raise. You like how you limit the view, the money will still come. People, I've read names here. People give when I'm not online. They give. So it's not about you blocking my voice, but it's about us knowing the truth. It's about us knowing the truth. All this diaspora thing you're saying is zero. You see that from the day they realize that we have gone to our counties, those guys, their equipments have upgraded. Now, more distraction is coming. I told you all last time. I said there are three things that they will use to destroy us, and we must be strong. The first is blackmail. The second is sabotage. Remember, we don't only do economic sabotage for our benefit. Economic sabotage, the opponent can do it, and they can even do it more dangerous than us. Because the first thing in Ambazonia is that a good Ambazonia doesn't know what can be used to build up the state. No. They think like it's by somebody speaking literature. No. Look, Donald Trump, I bet you, if you want to see a true president of his people, you see Donald Trump. Don't bother about what Joe Biden will talk or rant on the social. People who already know, they know that Trump will liberate them. They know that Trump will liberate them. Look, Trump doesn't talk grammar too much. Trump talks action. And he will beat Biden on this race. See, no matter what you hear, people criticize him online. A human being in life, needs be people that give them their heart desire, not people that talk what they want to hear. You must see all they are criticizing Trump. But I tell you, the day most of those people criticize Trump will go to the ballot box, they will still vote Trump. Because Trump give them their heart desire, not the literature like the one Barack Obama is giving them to hear. It's not how good a president can speak. It's how good somebody can act. Now, that's where most of you Southern Cameroonians, you get confused. You mostly look at how people can speak. You don't look how people can act. And that's how your destiny has been kept in the bondage for very long. Donald Trump doesn't know, and that's me. I tell you in the name of God. If me, Prince, I know where I could do my things, I will shut down, I will make Victoria become a desert. I say, if me, I had a way for me to do my town Victoria, I will make it come a desert. I'm telling, I don't look for what I've gone through and what I've seen in life. I know very, very well that if you want to succeed in life, you must be a man that you must stand to destroy the interests of the other. You see what they are doing now after Kumba massacre? They are there busy shooting rocket launchers in the villages. Be there, you are sleeping. Why the diasporans are struggling here to fight each other? As ABC TV is here, this one want to create TV. They want to struggle to influence Ground Zero. They are not thinking that, no, this man has done this. This one has done this. What are we doing? Now, and the worst thing is, you in Southern Cameroon will not even know how to differentiate between a sheep in wolf's clothing. Because everybody is singing Ambazonia. But if I ask all of you here, that who is a real Ambazonia fighting for your interest, you will not get it. Some of you are confused. Let's be real. The county by county ideology, if you sit down, the boys already have guns and everything. What is the reason for coalition to dialogue? Let me ask you. What is the reason for coalition to dialogue? Why? You know why coalition for dialogue is coming up? That's why I told most of you, they don't like my voice. I told of you, Southern Cameroonian, we are our own problem. You know why coalition for dialogue is coming up? It's because of Swiss dialogue. Now, if you look at 100%, no matter what they do, I will never buy the ideology. You understand? Why coalition for dialogue is coming up? It's because of Swiss dialogue. Now, we all have seen that dialogue will delay. The boys on 1st of October has come out very, very strict. You saw all the boys with good sticks. One thing is lacking RPG. Now you see none of them can do. Maybe it's the interim government that is fighting. It's the interim government. None of them. It's just like the day of Pamolanjo that told them that we need 3 million vote, 3 million people to sign, for them to realize that Southern Cameroonian want change. None of them were doing anything in the diaspora. I'm telling you. All of them were very quiet. You did not hear all these names of doctors and who. When Pamola Njoli Tumbe, late Pamola, when he made that statement that the United Nations is asking for 3 million signatures so that they will recognize that Southern Cameroonian people who want to be independent. You had all these groups by then. They were doing nothing. They sat very quiet. Nobody could bring that. When the 3 million views came up, signatures came up, which it was not signed, but the ghost town made everything happen, then you realize that everybody realized that there is independence. Now, because of the Kumba massacre and everything that is happening, people have gathered. Everybody is seeking for relevance. Everybody is seeking for relevance in the name of coalition to dialogue. They have gathered again because they see that the road of which the real people are taking is not good. That's why I've told you. Me, I don't preach the gospel you like, but I'm telling you the truth. You see this coalition for dialogue, I don't want to condemn it, but I will tell you one-on-one that La Republique sponsor agents will be many insights. Many. They will talk. Look, the problem is not about to talk for independence. The problem is about the room of negotiation. Me and you will not be there. Oh, Ambazonia. In the room of negotiations, me and you will not be there. that is when the suitcases changes hand. That's why I tell you that it's not about somebody who has studied that negotiate. We have passed the 21st century. That's why me, Prince J Carr, even the day they are going to that negotiation room, I'll tell the gun guys ready the RPGs if I have it. And that's why I pray that this Wata na Wata will grow up. The day they are going to any negotiation room, the boys on the ground, I make sure that I must have informed all of them. Don't dare put your gun down. Because that is the worstest mafia ground on earth. I know what is happening and I know what it's all about. Me too, I know what is the street life. I know how things are involved. I talk to people. If you see the way everybody is pushing up, rejecting the rejected Swiss dialogue, condemn it. Now they have come out with coalition for dialogue, trying to push this. Then you know that very well that the money La Republic has stolen from you is making very good use. Remember, I told most of you, I said, don't be dumbfounded and don't be. I told you, don't be stupid. They are stolen from Ambazonia for close to 50 years. To give somebody 1 million, it's nothing. That's why you see the international government is silent, because they know the French interest is in Southern Cameroon. And the French interest is not only for them, it's for all of them here. The French interest is for all of them. They know the French interest is not only for them. That's why you see the Kumba massacre, they just said, I condemn it. The others, I condemn it. You will never hear anyone say, this thing will be done. Nah, you can't. Remember, I told you, there are 5 countries that rule the world. France, UK, Germany, America, Canada. You will never hear none of them dare stand in that position. But watch me. You have seen what the Muslims and the Arabs are doing. France, economic sabotage is the highest. That's why I've told you that we of county by county and LGA by LGA, there is one thing remaining to give our boys. One. There is one thing we all need to do, is to give our boys things that can destroy buildings. There is one thing that we must give our boys, is for things that can destroy buildings. When I say things that can destroy buildings, things that can destroy buildings are things that, like RPG and those, we have anything now to fight La Republic. You have seen they started coming out by air. We have everything, but we are the last phase. If we start destroying the DO's office, the governor's office, start taking the military trucks from distance, just like we use the Le Français, but we are not planning it by road. You are telling them that it is coming, and it is coming. They see the rocket launcher, pa! The day we start do that, you will not need to form this nonsense. You know you have stood on a high top bargain. And that's why I'm telling all of us, that's where we are now. You see all these things for begging for dialogue. I was very happy Secretary Chris put it out clear. Nobody will give us independence by begging for dialogue. Even this Swiss thing that we are just supporting, it's because if they call you for a dialogue, a bird in the hand is better than a one in the air. Just accept it for formality's sake. But you see these other ones which are here because of the fact that they want to show. And you see the way Mimi Mefo is doing it. She's the one promoting it. You see that even when she doesn't recognize it, it's like there's somebody that tells her, hey, you have not posted about coalition for dialogue. But I laugh at most of them. I laugh at all of them who think that their book they have learned is what will determine. Those children out there, they will need to be on the table. I'm telling you, those 2 boys who are fighting. So all those things that you guys are doing, coalition for this coalition, I'm waiting for the day any of you who think you are King Kong, who stand over this internet or this Facebook, you tell those boys that drop your gun, and some of them drop the gun. You will not be Mugu. You will coalition, collide everywhere, and you will never. I'm looking some of you, I'm laughing. Because it's like some of you in the diaspora, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. You have become psycho. That most of you are competing between yourself. You don't even know what the people want. As the interim government is struggling to give the people what they want, the others are going psycho. Their brain is going like somebody who has taken Igbo For more than how many years? He eating a pa. You are confused because, look, for example, let me give you. When SCBC messed up and did not accept to give the people the platform they wanted, the people decided, okay, we are going to we are going to make ABC. As they went to ABC, SCBC grew mad. They went and did all things to get money back for them to launch in ground zero. Now, as they have seen that ABC, people are calling from the ground and they are getting secretaries. This other one to AGC. They have woke up today. They have gone on the ground. It's like we are doing the Brad Fair. We too must put our own TV on the ground. TV warfare is good. Warfare is good, but you have already given the people a negative ideology. Because the people already know who are you. They know very well that AGC, they don't stand for the interest of the people. They stand for the group, a particular group of people. So the people already know. They don't need all that. The one thing you could even do better, maybe, was to even buy one RPG and start destroying the government offices. That one would have even done good. The money you are taking now, because I know the people in county and LGA. I know the people in county and LGA. They will never support your ideology. The money goes to county. Ambazonians are pushing up in the award draft and everything. So now, the money you'll be wasting to pay that bill, whereas Ambazonians are concentrating to pay the bill of ABC. Let me tell you, my brother, the money you'll be taking, why don't you take that money and look for something which is lacking in the revolution? Why? You cannot, because most of you are just there thinking of how to. You can be on the bargain list to get the millions from the colony. Please, not calls. Please, no calls now. Don't call me. It's even worrying for me to come online. Please, when I'm done, I will take calls. No calls now, please. No calls. No calls. You guys are saying it's difficult. Even for me to come, people don't get my notification when I come. It's really, I'm fighting a tough fight. A tough fight in this internet now. So please, when I'm coming, don't call. Just wait when I'm done before you can call. It's not easy with Prince J Carr now on Facebook. You can just come and even see the view. You think that those are the people who want to view me, but most people don't get notification when I'm live. Somebody, Emmanuel Toke say, stop this. Coalition for dialogue doesn't mean people drop their gun. It's an initiative to bring groups together. Which initiative? Why are you, some of you, initiative of what? They already have an initiative there. That's the problem with some of you, Emmanuel Toke. That's the problem with some of you. What initiative? Is there not Team Act? Is there not Team Act? Is there not Team Act? That's the problem. Some of you, because, I don't know where your interest is there. Some of you, because maybe you have somebody in a particular place, you don't tell them the truth. Look me. Me and Eric were together like this. But I told the truth because it concerns the people. Let me tell you, whatever coalition of what is a distraction. Let's be real. Whether coalition of whatever, Etoke, Mr. Etoke, it is Emmanuel Etoke, it is wrong. You support what your brother is doing. You don't create another of what your brother is doing. It is not that. You form what, that's what I've asked most of you. I've said the institutions which the present interim government led by President Sako has laid down, they are the most strongest that benefits the people. And that's the one thing which all of you group in diaspora, you know, be able to defeat him. He's very smart in his leadership, even more than former interim President Seko. He's very smart, President Sako. You see the Donald Trump style of leadership? That is what he's doing. That's what every modern leader does. You see, the Donald Trump style of leadership is what President Sako is doing. He gives the power to the people. He makes the people benefit the reality of power. He doesn't come and fight for the interests of some few, just like what the Democrats have been doing there. No. If you see what Donald Trump, President Sako is doing, look, in the counties and LGS is the chair people who control their counties. You go to the restoration councils, you have people from the county. He has distributed it. He's just standing there, maybe call meetings and ask for updates. That's how they do. But look all here. What most of you do is competition. Now, you don't look where it is lacking in the revolution. A true patriot, you go to a house, you look where the house is lacking, then you see where you can come in and fit in something. For that's what I was saying before. We have ABC TV. It is the most viewed TV in Ground Zero. Now, because of distraction, this one has come up with this. It is good. This one has come up with this, all struggling to pay bills. But there is one thing lacking to take La Republic out, RPG. Why don't you take that money all and go and start looking for RPG and let ABC stand? That's why I say some of you, the problem of we is us. Why all the coalition? You want to dialogue with who on what terms? You want to dialogue with people on the matter that you have surrendered or what? Because it's not beer, it is the interest of those who are controlling the wealth of Southern Cameroon, which is at stake. Do you know what the investors will lose? Do you know what investors will lose? Do you know what? Mike Congo, let me answer you. Many people will say Trump is the worst leader. You know one thing in life? You might be right on your own because you like people who give you the grammatical language that provokes your emotion, maybe like that of a woman. True men don't speak soft for people to like them. And that's what kills Africa. Most of you in Africa, most of us, because I'm part of Africa, you like the rhetoric president, which can rhythmically provoke your emotions and your sentimental, how can I say, ideology to feel overwhelmed by the grammatic presentation of a speech. That's what most of us kills us in Africa. But you hate the man that tells you you are a demon change. You hate the man, just like, for example, what I'm doing. Most people in the revolution don't like me because they hate the man that rebukes, and that's me. They hate the man that tells them this is who you are. But they love the man that coins the language of telling you who you are but keeps you in bondage. Like what Barack Obama did in Kenya and went there like in a mission but was going indirectly to tell the people they should accept gay and homosexuality. They like when he went to Zimbabwe and Mugabe said you want to take him for a wife and lock him up in a room till he puts to bed. You guys hate those people. But the truth is, a man who likes you will not make sentiment. It will tell you what destroys your life. And that's the same way you see me I am. A man who tells you about what destroys your life, no matter what that man does, that man is your hero. You might not like his way he talks, but for a man that tells you the way to grow, the man is your hero in life. And that's why African has never grown in life. Nobody in Africa has ever told African your country is a shithole. That word provokes, and the media in the world, me, I call CNN, Clinton Network. The media in the world, it's what changed everything to give you the ideology you think, because you don't have your own independent philosophy. Your own independent philosophy has to be to the rhythm of maybe the majority. You don't have an independent. That's why I've said, most of you know why America will always be great? Let me just talk this part. It's because Americans are not rhythmically programmed. They have a philosophical and individual ideology that gives them the capability of thinking. If it's Africa that were there, Trump will never be president. But for the fact, if you see them, they might talk about Trump, but the day they go to the poll, they will put Trump because he is not a rhythmical guy. He's a guy that say A is A, and that's a business type of a guy. I might not like his way of talking. I might not like his way, but I like his modus operandus for action. He's not that kind of rhetoric guy that does. For example, like Barack Obama, what did he do for Africa? He brought gay and lesbianism. What did he do? What did he do? What did Barack Obama do for Africa? Brought gay and lesbianism? Is that what you talk? Trump don't talk much. He's an action man. And those are the kind, he has told Africa the problem of Africa. How many wars are you hearing America is promoting in the Middle East? How many? How many do you hear? Check all the presidents that have existed and check how there was wars every day. You were hearing bomb here, bomb there, bomb here, bomb. How many have you heard in the day of Trump? Let me ask you all, how many? Now you are angry with Trump because Trump, maybe his language is raw, but he tells you the truth. The truth, no matter how it's presented, so long as it's the truth, you must accept it. That's the problem with most of us. The truth, no matter how it is given to you, so long as it has to change your life, it's good. How do you say Trump killed Gaddafi? It's Clinton that killed Gaddafi. How do you say Trump killed Gaddafi? It's Clinton that killed Gaddafi. It's the Democrats that killed Gaddafi. Was Trump in power? So those are things we don't need to talk. Let me go back to my revolution. Was Trump in power? It's Clinton that killed Gaddafi. Go and check very well. So if you don't know, check very well. So this is what we are facing. We don't like the truth. We like people who pamper the truth. Now, let me go to what I was saying before. So you see the same thing with Saudi and Cameroon in our revolution. Please share as you're joining. Share, let others come. In our revolution, many things. You see, these are them coming. You know, one thing I laugh at Saudi Cameroonians, when you come online and you say scammers, you know the meaning of scammer? God. When you come online, I know they come from said, but when most of them, they come online and they say scammers, a man who scams you doesn't give you nothing in return, but makes your life become ruin. Now, when you come online and you comment scammer, in the revolution, we give all. Yeah. It happened, no, not when Obama was. When Clinton was the vice, if I'm mistaken, the vice president, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I want to go back to this, our own issue. But it's when Clinton was the vice president, that's when Gaddafi died. Yeah. Thank you very much, Sisi Adama. You know it very well. It's when Hillary Clinton was the vice president, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. That's when Gaddafi was taken off. Just the same thing with Saddam Hussein. So, yeah, Wisdom Jam. Tomorrow is Ghost Town. It's Ghost Town as usual. We all have to stay home. We all have to stay home. Now, I've been talking so much about this coalition and everything happening. Now, the problem we need now for our case to be on the board, for La Republic to come in, it's for us to be able to get what will give La Republic more actions. La Republic has been very frustrated all this while because our parents, our people back home, they know what they must do for us to be free. But now they don't have the instrument. The diaspora is failing, apart from the interim government that's managing. Yeah, the diaspora as a globe, because it's not everybody that is with the interim government. The diaspora in general, including those who are not part of this war, it's failing ground zero. It's failing because if you look, ground zero have been very resolute to fight the war. But we as in diaspora, have we been able to give them the basic necessity? Yes, the interim government has done. They have given them sugar canes. They have been able to give them some good posture, military camouflage and everything. But there is one thing left. And that is the thing that will bring us on the table. The power to negotiate. That's why you see me, I told all these doctors here who are going to now do coalition of dialogue. I told them they are not doctors. They are waste. They are just opportunity seekers. They don't like my tune. All of them are opportunity seekers. They just want to grab the opportunity for them to project. And they will see that they will fail. That's the truth. Because if somebody who has the passion of the people in his heart, he's not an opportunity seeker. He looks at a wall and says, what is lacking? My brother has provided a TV. He has given these boys good sticks. Now we see the boys under their county. What is lacking? Let me come in and shut the door then we can sit back and talk like brothers. You will know it is something that can shoot for 1 kilometer. Why doing all this nonsense? The only way to take out La République from our territory is destroying everything France. And to destroy everything France, we must take off the governor's office, the GO's office, from Southern Cameroons. That's what we must take off. Now, all of you are going around forming coalition, forming this. Will that give you independence? Who wants to talk with you? Who wants to talk with you? The boys already have good sticks. Look, for example, in Goketunja, they have been raining down. They have been raining down rockets from a plane. From the helicopter has been shooting rocket launchers in the village, broad daylight in Goketunja. You all are here going to form coalition to dialogue for people, whereas you cannot do nothing for the people. Are you insane? For going up here to compete, either you are fighting with the interim government to project you think Ambazonians are stupid? But go to the ground. Go to the ground. When Okala Bila asked the women, our mothers, that who are those who killed those children, he said, we don't know. But they know very well it's the government. They did not want to respond. Now you come to diaspora and you all are busy putting up your doctorate with your family or whoever sponsored you to come and benefit from Ambazonian blood. See, the person that will rule this nation after this is somebody who must have fought on the ground. All of you in diaspora, you guys are daydreamers. I'm telling you, and I will say it today, whether you hate me or not. All of you in the air, you are daydreamers. You are daydreamers. Those boys on the ground, they are the ones that will rule Ambazonia. They have paid the ultimate price. The talking we are talking here is just to educate some of you and give. They will be the one to rule. All of you doctors carrying your certificate, have you ever watched? Go and watch this film, is it John the Mad Dog? John Bull. There is one radical film I think I've watched. The one governor is John Bull, the Mad Dog. Something like that. Go and watch. When he rule like a DME. Those are boys to have inspiration to rule. Because look the war. Ask yourself why all you if you came for collaboration. We are collaborating in our county. Why don't you come to what your brother is doing? No self-interest. We are collaborating. In our counties and LGA, why not say, oh, my group and everything I'm doing, I stop it from today. I send you go and collaborate in your county and LG. The people are there. No. Okay, Seti Chris is doing very good on LCBC. You hear people calling from ground zero and saying LBC is good. No, you don't like that. You instead think that, no, what you need to do is to go and try to propagate your own TV to distract the people on the ground. We are our own problem. We are our own problem. Instead, you go and struggle to look for how to make TV, to go and send divided messages and cause shako online so that people will see on the ground and know you are king. Why are we wicked to ourselves? Why don't you go there and see, no, we already have ABC. People are watching it on the ground, they have the signals. Let's look for something that is lacking and make ourselves heroes. That's how people think. That's how people think. That's how people think. Educated men, most of you act like educated illiterates. All of you who go and sit and you're talking. Is those people who want to listen to those your historical brouhaha you're talking? Me, I will never have a time to go and be sitting and I hear those your nonsense you're talking. A real patriot of a revolution goes and put the map of the revolution and look where he is lacking. Call a group of people and tell them that this war has been won, but this is where it is lacking. Let's go there and make sure that we use that and give our people victory. No. Instead, your own fight for Ambazonia, you go and look for where people have already succeeded. Then you tell people, say, go compete with them. That would be zero. That means you're a fool. That means you are a fool. That means you are a fool. You are a very big fool. You are a very big fool. And that's the problem we have. And those are people who want to go and sit on table to negotiate for Southern Cameroon. Those are people who want to go and sit on table to negotiate. They say they have studied book. Chai, you went to school, but the school passed through you. An educated man, or which is a doctor, he doesn't look that. He doesn't do that. You look where your brother has succeeded. You don't need to go there. You look for another place. And that's why I was very happy with this guy respond from Prime Media. He said Seseku is the worst thing that has happened to this revolution. And it's the truth. Seseku never thinks about the way of the people. He's the worst. I will say today and I will say tomorrow. He's the worst thing. It's the worst thing that has ever happened. Ever. And all those around him. Nah, Seseku is the worst. What is the pride for? What? What? A hero is always redeemed with justice. What is the pride? Why always coming up with things that divide Ambazonia? Why? Why? Coalition, there was Team Act there. Why always bringing up with things that will break us, try to destroy? Why? Ambazonia already had Team Act with everybody inside the ANC and whatever. Everybody was there. Suddenly, you just woke up and just came up, boom, coalition. And as the mimime for the propaganda for Federation, that's why you see, even the man who was talking at Equinox today, which I was following, he said, they are locking up Kamto, but Kamto has already done mediation in jail. Most of you, we already know. And I'm very happy I've told the boys on the ground. It will only be a stupid restoration fighter that some of you will talk to and he will drop his arms. I already told the boys. If you watch the Equinox draw the response today at 12, I was following it. The man, one of the MRC man, they say, Kamto already did a mediation, a negotiation in jail. They don't call on a group one come here, we just block on. They say Kamto already did a negotiation in jail. Why are they keeping him? He already. So look, be very careful. Be very careful. The millions which they are stolen from Ambazonia is being manipulated now. Because you ask yourself, why all the distractions? Platforms have already been created. They are yielding fruits. You see success coming there. But because of individual pride and interest, you cannot put it down for your people. And you want to rule for who? For who? For me? Or for who else? Some of you might be sick, eh? There will really be trouble in Ambazonia. You want to rule for who? Small pride you cannot put down. People are succeeding, no. And you want to rule for me? You might be crazy. You must be crazy. Because for jail where you did, you only spring up with things the way they destroy, with things the way they scatter people, things the way they scatter people, things they scatter people, things the way they scatter people. You never check, say no. 81%. Look when we do the Amber World Draft. People are watching. 600 people are online. Everybody's calling and giving his own word draft. You don't for Kondengi. Even I would tell you, go tell you, say, that people for that play with this, so they don't really unite. Instead for you to call those you have and say, please, I'm already in a state where I cannot create more problems. Let me dissolve this thing. You guys go and join those guys in your county and LGA. Let things balance. Let this interim government stand back. No. You wake up with your own, promote some kind of dirty things, those which you go and call people, doctor this, doctor that, forming coalition. As Mimi Mefo, I already said it before. I said Mimi Mefo is the worst thing. I don't know why ever I fought for a liberation from Kondingi as an activist. I mean from New Bell. I don't know. Mimi Mefo is the worst thing that ever happened to this we are struggle. Because she has been bent to promote the interests of Kamto. She's 100% MRC. She has been there to promote the interests of Kamto. And it is a very strong instrument for French to use. That Mimefo you see. She's very strong because once the people realize that the French is failing and they want to project any federation, they will use her platform as a one. That's why I cry for all these so-called, I don't know how, boot-leaking activists who move around leaders. Their destiny is being taken and they say they are fighting for Southern Cameroon. Their destiny is being taken. There were strong activists, like I told you last time, but look, their destiny is being taken by a woman. They cannot even stand to defend their own self. See what Mimefo is doing? She's setting all confusion. Coalition for dialogue, I've seen that 83% are for independence. And so what? We have Team Act. All because you want to destroy the image of that side, setting confusion. And the same Ambazonia, we caused that problem. This Kunta Kinte, I've been keeping you for a while, but I will block you now. Yes. I've said it before, if in your life you have never made 1 million, then you will know that the life of those children in Kumba is more than money. All of you, when you come to my platform, if you want money, you come, Watana Wata, we will feed you. When any day I'm talking on my platform about the important things that determine the destiny, and you wake up with this, I will block you. I've been over reserving myself for you, Kunta, whether Kunta, Kunte, Kinte. I will just block you now, okay? I'm not there for that bullshit. I will just block you now. And I've taken him off because those are distractions. Those are all distractions. You call money, 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 money. But those you go and serve as a young man, you don't ever ask them that what have you done with the own money they gave you. You go to groups and you remain dormant. You come on Facebook, you want to distract my focus. Those of you who are in those their groups, why don't ask them that the money you have been collecting for 27 years, what have you been doing with the money? Why don't you ask them on those groups? You come online, money, money, money. Have you not seen, did you not see 1st of October? Did you not see the rifles for the boys? You not see the gun them for the boy, their skin? You not see the gun the way the boy they hold? You not see the military attire the way they get? If one are from sky, the money where the waste is could they be don't collect them before they go. Why I see the cost, the coalition and the word collaboration. Why when I never ask say who's the money they will how the money will leave them before one go jail? Who's they? I've taken him out already. Why you did not ask Seseko as he's doing the collaboration and everything? Why you did not ask him that the money? Look, the one we have taken. We have destroyed all the bad seats. Look, I'm crying here is because I want us to go to the final stage, but we are doing a great job in the interim government, but you must not appreciate it because we need more. The interim government is doing a great job. Look, the boys, their sticks. They have upgraded. We are using criers. We are using good criers. Good criers, good guns, but we need something that can shoot for 1 kilometer. Is the interim government only projecting? Why most of you are fighting with TV and fighting to push for coalition? We are there struggling for defense, and then you come on here asking for money. People you have been following back there, bootlicking their earnings. You have not gone and asked them that they should tell you how much they collected. You are coming to ask Prince J Carr. Let me tell you something, Cameroonians. That's the problem we have. That's the problem we have. And do you know why this distraction is coming now? Do you know why? All the way is to push away Secretary Chris and President Sako. Remember I told you that Secretary Chris paid the highest price for us in diaspora when it concerns this revolution. Remember I told you that? Because the French, those who were extorting the minerals, they thought that when they will arrest Secretary Chris' murder, that should be Secretary Chris' final point of giving up. I told you guys that. I told you that when they arrest, look, they are struggling all the way because they know Secretary Chris is Field Marshal. They know very, very well. They know Secretary Chris is Field Marshal. They are looking for every way. That's why you see Eric Tato is on his head. They are looking for every way to breach, to destroy Secretary Chris, to make him a known person in this, non-grata in this revolution, so they can project their own. That's why you see they are coming up. Let me tell you, none of those scaly ones, those dummies, can do what Secretary Chris did at the time when his mother was there. None of them. None. Have you not seen only Seseko? Have you ever seen anybody in Seseko's own family come out? Nobody. Secretary Chris gave those people who were stealing our minerals from, he gave them the highest shock. They knew the arrest of his mother would bring him to his knees and start begging. But he told them, my mother is like those other mothers there. So the men, they know, okay, we have to pass this man. Because if not, we don't pass him. Then there's going to be a problem because it's like him and his brother Field Marshal, they are a strong bond. That is the problem. That's why I see even me, I'm a bond to their neck. They are struggling to quench us. So they project those who have collected their money, but Otomiekbo, those guys who are down there, they will never, even if we are not, they will not give you guys. Those guys who are in the bush, even if we are not, they will not give you your heart desire. Those your doctorate degrees will burn in your pocket. They will burn. And La Republic can try to manipulate to choose who to dialogue, but they can never deceive the people this time. They can never deceive the people this time. They can go to the moon and to the star. They can delete Facebook, but they cannot deceive the people at this point. They can never. They can never deceive the people. At this point we are, every Ambazonia is smart. Everyone. And we know the game. You think we don't know? We know. We know many have collected bags of money. We know already. We know we are not dummies. If at this point we are fighting war and the Republic is getting 84 billion from IMF, we know everything. We know it's the French. We know all the strategies. Let me tell some of you doing this. See, we spend the nights thinking about the success of this revolution. We are not just acting like some dummies sitting. No, we spend nights. We don't sleep. We think about this revolution. And for some of you to think like you can manipulate, come up, use grammatic. Nah. Those boys who are down there and with some of us, we already know the grammatical strategy you bring. Now, let me advise most of you. The better you start getting yourself to understand that those your TVs one day will shut down, but this ABC will not shut down. That's the truth. The ABC is sponsored by our people, but I've told you, some of they go see una houses, baby, it is good. Some of they go start see una houses. When bill never come, the TV satellite company go start track una, they find una. Look, LCBC don't try, no fit now. The people's way must thrive in this revolution. You cannot bring down the people's way. We are from a dictator sponsored by some people and has been keeping our destiny held down for 50 years. And you think we'll come and enter to another small jangy group who have done small blood pacts with their fellow partners to keep us in another bondage again for another year. That means we were born to live all our lives in bondage. And now we cannot be stupid. We cannot. So let me tell you, if you know what is good for you, most of you start dissolving those things. Dissolve it. Dissolve those things you are creating. You are just making a mockery of yourself. And no matter how this so-called Mimimefo and the others promote it, it's like a chaff which all the Jews has been soaked out of it. Because we already milked that ideology long time ago. You're coming with coalition. Team Amber Act has been living for years. You are coming with a TV. TV has been there for years. We are paying kind of bills. So what you're doing, we have done. We have squeezed the milk out of what you're struggling to do. Better look for something virgin, something real, something we have not yet trampled on. And then you try to make some sense out of it. Then we'll look you to become a man. Don't go for what we have already used. We are dialogue. We already set a platform until our leaders were going to Swiss to talk and try to even be trained on how to negotiation. We had gone above that level. We have gone. When you want to be a man, look for something new that nobody has touched, and then you try. I was giving you one RPG. If only you can do it, because all of una doctor now. And I don't know the kind of friend they una get them. I don't know the kind of friends where una get. Una friend the way una get, I don't understand whether not just drinking friends anymore. You not go find something you should don't use and say, television, I want to make television, but people don't get ABC scenes. I want to make a dialogue or collaboration or whatever. Team Act don't be there so they don't go Swiss. So this is my own way I do, and what I go attack my brother for. Better make I do something where he go then new. That's what you need to think. Please share this to them, Share to them, let them hear. That's what you were supposed to do. That's what. You go sit there, you are only using yourself to destroy your own self. Propagating division, propagating this. Instead to say no, if truly you wanted unity and collaboration with your brothers, you tell them that no, my brother, we are not going to do this. Our brothers already have this. No matter the way they act, we will learn first to bring anger, because we are the one that grew up the anger. That guy in Prime TV told you all. He said even when President Sako was not president, he said it to everyone that I'm acting for Siseko. I have the videos everywhere. You never heard President Sako in any way before he was elected president said he's president for AMBAZONIA. You never heard him. And that's why you see, you can never destroy that kind of a person. You can never. And even the Siseko was ashamed when he told him, he said, I've never called myself president. I'm holding this thing just for you. Siseko said, no, you are just acting. And when the real man comes, he said, I know, but you did not want to listen to me. We have not been able to talk. The meetings are there. They are recorded. Ambazonians will listen. They will listen. President Sako never called himself president before he was elected. Never. Never. But it was like the cabal of South Africa were struggling to humiliate the man because on his bent rules like Donald Trump, against thieves. They were bent to destroy him. But you never heard him. In the meeting, he will say, I'm only acting. I'm only acting. I'm only acting. I'm only acting. See this other distractor. I don't like distractors here. I know the bacon. I keep my platform for patriots. You hear him say it's only acting. It's only acting. But some of you don't reason. Pride. Hey! May they give me now. My own job go surely be now for train Ambazonian leaders, because I go twinge the lembanga where they want make ambanga soup. I go squint that pride. My own work, unless I go take now work for Bill Ambazonian presidents then. My own work get for being for make, because the way I see pride, that behingism, if we not be careful, we mistake give power for some kind of people them, be a go small. Some people they want come for boya, for capital. People go surely sleep for down, then they work on top them. Or maybe they way mommy go die. Like in those days, they go surely cut na people they hate. They add them with mommy before the burial. The way I see pride for the revolution. Man way if they don't do it wrong, if he never back them, if the man never back them, he had to know the sweets. They come plenty, I go block the no bother. If he never back him, he had no the sweet. I look them so they laugh. If he never back him, he had no the sweet. He mob. Now so this revolution there. Now so this revolution when I see idea. Plenty them for the revolution. If you do them something, if they never back him, they had no the fine for inside. They more back him. They more back him. Now that kind of heart you want rude people? May God have mercy. Anyway, Southern Cameroonians, stay focused. Stay focused in your county and LGA. All these things you see is distraction. If presidents, Seseko want do collaboration or coalition, make it start coalition with the people for inside jail. They survey or whatever they do, don't follow distraction. Una get for be very smart now. Let me conclude this video and go off. You have to be very smart. Very smart. You see the attack the world you get? ABC, Facebook, disable, this one, this, attack this. You know why? It's because we have been strong. It's because we have been strong. But let me tell you this. Southern Cameroonians, the only platform you have that will liberate you is your county and LGA. And if any person, any group that has been causing distraction in this revolution, tell you about these two things, collaboration or coalition, tell that person that he should go to his county, he should dissolve. If he comes from jail, tell him that he should start collating with his brothers, which he dissolved, because he said, cool, made two groups. Those from Nigeria and those from Cameroon. He said from Southern Cameroon. He said they should separate themselves. So if he wants to start, tell him to unite them. He should come pace together. Then second, tell him that if he wants collaboration or coalition, he should go back. He should go back to to Patasang, and do collaboration with him and understand. And understand themselves, he should go back. Then the third, for those in the diaspora, if they want to talk about collaboration, they should dissolve their group. Let me tell you, the greatest power of people is under their self-created institutions like county and LGA. Look, those two institutions, whether I Prince J Carr am there or I'm not there, you should never, ever let. Thank you, have taken him off. You should never ever let those institutions go down. Whether I Prince J Carr am here or not. You see those two institutions? Those are the two institutions that will lead you to victory. Never ever let those two things go down. County and LGA, never. If any person in diaspora or whichever doctor, that's why you will know them. Those who have collected money from La Republique, they will never want to go under that ideology. And in under county and LGA, you must be very smart. Be very smart with any person that is coming with a monetary term. Be very smart. Be very smart. Be very smart in the counties and LGA. If not, they will hook. If they take one, they know they will start fighting to take the others. Be very smart in that county. So if anybody tells you, if it's from Kondingi, tell them to start the collaboration in Kondingi. We will see it and then we'll know what to do. If it's in the diaspora, tell them to start dissolving their group. Either they go and join Team Act, or they go under their county. With this way, you will learn to train people to be humble, and then you will build not a unity of propaganda, but a unity of reality. There are two things you can build. You can build a collaboration of propaganda. Many has existed, and people, it was dissolved. But you can build a collaboration of reality. A collaboration of reality means you must have quenched the anger and the pride in anybody that wants to belong in that foundation. You kick out anybody that has those things in them. You kick them. A proud man can never make a good foundation to rule a people without humility. If you are proud but you're humble, it's good, but it's very difficult to find somebody who is proud and humble. So once you kick off these people, which I'm telling you, the root of Ambazonia is strong. That's why you see under counties and LGAs, my eyes are there. We even have one now in Fako. I forgot to say it. There is a serious problem in Fako. Serious one. The former security chief, Fombat, till today, is refusing to give bread for the Reverend Asong to work. There is serious problem in Fako. I've never seen that. I thought it was only Ayaba. But I realized that in the counties and LGA, if me, myself, I don't put my eye, it's going to be problem. In my own county, Fako, there's brouhaha. Small language misunderstanding happened. The problem was solved. But because men of Africa, they don't want any woman to have. The men decided they have to bring the woman down. I said no. The boys on the ground, they know very well that the woman too, yes, she doesn't take nonsense, which I've told her she has to calm down. Reverend Asong is not a non-nonsense people. If you heard it with the way she talked to Seseko, she doesn't take nonsense. When it concerns those children on the ground and the revolution for her putting her face, Reverend Asong doesn't take shit. If you try to mess her, she's a woman which she will losing up on you. So she losing up on the men when the men felt like her apology wasn't that so good to them, but she took their own apology. Today the men have gone. They are struggling to break Fako. You have heard one group of Fako Action, whatever. Fako Action Group. Do you not see on the and you know one thing? Even this NSC, I'll be coming for them. This National Weather Security, whatever. I used to attend their meeting. I don't know if they knew. They were the ones who printed those tricot, those t-shirts for those guys. All other counties had Ndian, this. Fako, our own, had but Fako Action Group. See, there are more people in the counties and LGA we will revoke. That's why I've told you, don't be bothered. Don't be bothered. I'm coming, I'm prepared for this. I'm prepared. I am prepared for this. Ask yourself, who printed that t-shirt in Fako and put Fako Action Group? Who? That person needs to be fired. Needs to be fired immediately without any apological whatever. The person that printed that t-shirt and allowed it to carry Fako Action Group, like as if it's AGC or this the MF, that person needs to be fired. And I will go and I'll have to start, I have to tell even inside that Amber Peace plan. The person who was in charge of those printing t-shirts that put the name of that t-shirt in Fako County on the 1st of October, that Fako Action Group should be taken out immediately. Immediately. No matter what misunderstanding happens in Fako County, the name of Fako County must stand as it is. It must never be changed. It must never be changed because you want to please somebody. In every institution, if you do a job and you don't give success, you are immediately put in place. Fombat was playing with those guys. The guys who welcome sometimes and talk trash to President Sako with no respect. Fombat did not have total control. But we realized that Reverend Asong put control in Lebialem and we had to bring her. But these men, they have struggled now to break Muyuka into two and broke the others into two. Let me tell you, it is hard, but I've said it that I will tell Ambazonians. The other day in the group which we are with the commanders, I told all the commanders, And I said, me, Prince J, I will let you all know. In a revolution, if you do your own part, and the people think that it's a high time we give another person a chance, you must not bring it a problem. You must not. You must not. And to the extent where whether it's the NSC, National Defense Council, it's supporting it to print t-shirts to divide FACO, that means there is a bad seed inside that NSC. And it has to be weeded out. Very fast, it has to be weeded. So, I'll bring you more details on this. It wanted to skip my mind, and I said, let me tell you. Because even in my own house, things which happen there, pride of people in this revolution, it's a terrible thing. We have to really destroy it. Nobody wants to give chance. That means, I don't know, if some people were like me, I've been here for 4 years, no position or nothing. I don't know what's... Pride in this revolution is another problem. Somebody has worked for 4 years. Give Reverend Asson, who has left the BLM, to even come. You guys can work in hand. There is problem until the extent they change FACO County's name on t-shirts on 1st of October. They change the name and put action group. And the members of the national, they are there quiet. Even the interim government cabinet, I don't know if they have made a statement about that. All of them are very quiet. It's an abomination. A gruesome abomination of the modern day. A abomination. Modern day abomination. You change the county's name and you put an action group. Action. Action group, FACO, not county group. Oh yeah. So that is what is happening. But we have elected officials and they are inside. The chairman is Mulangumba, which is the chairman. The security chief is Reverend Asong. The chairman of Moyuka LGA is Reverend Mendy. The chairwoman of TICO is Pauline. The chairman of Victoria is Collins. The chairman of ED now is, I think, Mola Ngumba is standing there for somebody. So that's how it is. The vice chair for Moyuka is Ambazonia Bobo. The vice chair for the others, I think I've forgotten, but I'll bring it up to you. I will tell you all of them. There is a dirty game that wants to be played, and we must stop. Yeah, if you're working in the county, you should be ready to prepare the defense and to hand it over to the next which is coming. That system which of Seseku, that Seseku system which before you want to leave, you must destroy. It will never happen again. That Seseku system that when you build and you want to go, you must destroy. Just like how Nicolas Gusantus destroyed Press House. Just like how Eric Tato now is wanting to destroy. Just like how Seseku. It will not work. Any person that has the ideology of destroying before leaving, it's a demon. Any person. Get this word very well. Any person that has the ideology of destroying before he leaves, it's a demon if it's not his way. Just like how you see this Seseku them and the others. Any man that doesn't want to build and live for another to come and then you'll be there observing and advising, know that that man is never good to be in any public office. It's never good to be any public. And get this, Ambazonia, write it down at the back of your mind. Write it in a book. Any man that is not willing to build, just like how you might see President Sako is there and he's working and tomorrow he builds and that he has to leave and he's not willing to go out quietly like our forefathers endily did with Foncha. That man should never hold any position in Ambazonia. He should never. Any man that will work and he doesn't want to live for his other brother to come and enjoy the fruits of what he has done and do more before he too own to live for another person to take. See, Amazonians, we need to be very careful. We have such kind of people too much in the counties and LGA where they build, they don't want to leave. They want to destroy all so that the other man which is coming should not have. They want to turn all the fighters their brain, every of their brain, change their brain. So they destroy everything and then they go and sit behind and say, she cannot do anything. They are worse than demons and we have to take them out. We have to take them out. Thank you very much. I will leave all of you now. I don't know if anybody has sent something. We don't need to forget the PayPal and the Cash App under. Don't forget that. Don't forget. Remember, let me read how much we have raised for that guy, for this, our boys who died You two died in Kumba. Let me see how much we have raised. We got, I think it started when, let me see. We have 20, 45, 60, 85, 125, 225, 240, 255, 280, 310, 410, 415, 445, 465, 475, 485. We have $485 as of now that has been given for the children. We know the El Clasico and my Facebook being plugged, many people don't get a notification, so the Cash App and the PayPal is still down there. We have $485 that has come in. I know with time, when the Facebook must have unblocked me on the 16th, the Steam is going to pick up, because I will take it back. I will take it back to Prince J Carr. I know most of those who follow and contribute are not here, so I will go back to Prince J Carr and get most of the other patriots in. So that's it. We have, thank you all those who have given. That's close to $500. That's close to $500. We have to struggle to make it up, even $1,000. So we hand it to the HSS for them to be able to arrange their package, which they'll be taking to help the children which lost their life and the family. So we'll see. If not that my Facebook is blocked, I would have said that before they even do anything with Prince J Carr, would have got about $2,000. But as you can see, many people they have written to me, they cannot get notifications when I come live. And I really feel it's such a problem. And you see the attacks I'm getting on Facebook, it's not easy. When I come, sometimes I watch the video breaking and everything, the attacks are so much. But I want to thank all those, especially my one strong Amber woman, Ono, Mama Ono, for always there. Yeah, I'm almost in for this $500. She has given about $200. I think she gave twice, if I'm not mistaken. She has given about twice $100. She gave $100 yesterday, on Friday, I mean, and then I think she gave $100 again sometime. So she has been doing a great job. Thank you all, and have a very, very, very